are live. All right. I'm going to get everything started off tonight. I'm going to try to make the intro as quickly as possible simply because I have a lot to go over. First things first. I am recording this as well as streaming it because Twitch has this nasty habit of muting us, even though the music is whitelisted. So good on you guys. Thanks. So that even if we're muted here for the VOD, it will be available on YouTube as soon as I upload it over there, which may not be tonight, may be a little bit delayed. Usually a much quicker cache over, but I'm not going to linger on that. I don't have anything to advertise. Hey, Alias, I believe your folks are streaming tonight.
Indeed. Ghost of Saltmarsh is currently streaming live over at Lawful Stupid RPG, but shh, watch this stream. They're fine. They're fine.
They're going to be all
They'll
right.
they'll probably top 75 viewers or something like that. We're trying to get to 7 here. So stay here, watch us. But we'll give a shout out with all the troubles that we're having. Some of those troubles are being caused by the awesome music by this wonderful band, Dia Morte.
Yes.
If you don't know about them, you should. If you don't like their metal stuff, you could do their symphonic stuff. And if you like all of it, then you should check out the Kickstarter for the Red Opera Tarot card. PDFs, battle maps, fantasy grounds, Roll20. It's crazy. More stuff than you can shake a biscuit at with resin dye. It's crazy. I live for the inside joke.
Even a deaf person likes it.
Thank you for both calling out my resin dye and the fact that there are biscuits.
I mean, is there a Ko-Fi somewhere for that?
For the actual dice itself, no, because I literally have 2 left. I mean, they're available if anybody wants them. Give me a shout out either in our Discord at Apotheosis Studios, or if you go to @theFakeNoctis on Twitter, just shoot me a DM and I'll let you know what the prices are. The only thing really fluctuating on that is depending on where you live, the shipping will be different. But the dice themselves, handcrafted, about that big. This is actually one of them. They are unnaturally well made at rolling 20s. That was not on purpose. It's just a thing that happened. I wish I had designed it that way. I did not. They are $10 a piece, and plus shipping. So if you're interested, cool. If not, whatever. I'll just have them here, and I'll pick a random one to roll tonight. Other than that, I think we are good to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on the music that may or may not be muted throughout this thing. So let's get started. All right. I warn you all, this is the longest recap. We pick up where we left off last game. The final floor of a huge clock tower, the party sees a pedestal with the blue stones that they need to finally break free of their packs. However, their path is blocked by 4 Evermore warlocks. Offered 3 choices, leave, fight, or bargain, they deliberate their next move with the clock ticking. They finally relent. Rather than fighting, they each offer 1 favor in return for that which they seek. With debts to be paid at a later time, they walk over, gather the stones, after the urgent insistence of Wretch, make their way out of the tower. The path out seems to be much easier, as all the defenses have either been bypassed or simply stopped functioning. Making their way warily to the first floor parlor, they notice that they are in complete silence, no ticking clocks, no noise whatsoever. Believing the coast is clear, they walk towards the front door, when suddenly it swings open to reveal a ghostly blue halfling and Majin the Betrayer standing at the precipice. Majin remarks to the halfling about how the party has potential, and after a moment of silence, the halfling speaks to the party, requesting the watch back and apparently seeing the potential offers them a pact once they deal with their current situation. The party politely declines, albeit with stunned silence rather than words. The halfling then turns to Wretch, and with a stern lecture about throwing tantrums, ages the imp many decades, if not longer. Wretch, relenting to defeat, teleports away. And with a nod and a standing offer of a pact, both the halfling and Majin disappear into the darkness. Daylight looming over the peaks of the buildings, they make their way back to the cracked pact. Or, as was what I said, it was actually supposed to be the hole in the wall. My bad. They met up with the contact who informed that it would be an hour before the ritual would be ready. Taking this opportunity, Grim Eyes goes to reacquire the cart from the Caldenkind, only to find about a third of the items are missing. Attempting to contact Gilzermo and getting nothing but silence, he returns with the cart to the inn. The ritual goes off without a hitch, reminding them of the good in their lives and the happiness they have all longed for. It ends with a sudden rush of power and their returning of their original powers. The pack's broken and their bodies physically exhausted, they fall asleep for the night in rooms offered by Kioran. While some noticed the totems in the rooms, most paid them no mind. This would prove to be a mistake, however, as not 3 hours into their much-needed sleep, Grim Eyes was awakened by a cracking sound as something broke through the shell of the totem. Unable to get a good look at it due to his throwing of an article of clothing over it, he threw it in fear at what oh goodness, I can't even read my own writing. Article of clothing over it. He threw fear. Nope, I totally wrote that wrong. He threw it in fear as what lay beneath and watched as it screeched and ran across the floor with his clothes and disappeared into a crack in the wall, leaving only a pile of glitter weave in its wake. The others, however, were not so lucky. Their dreams started out at first as wonderful, each attaining what it was they deeply desired. Soon began to crack and fray, a screaming from known and unknown voices alike, waking them from their slumber only to realize they had hideous worm-like creatures burrowing into their eyes, mouths, and noses. After some effort and some help from others, for some, they eventually took stock of their surroundings. Screaming and chaos had taken hold. People running and screaming, some dead with worms half in and half out, while others lay on the ground, their faces shifting to blank mannequin featurelessness. It didn't take long before the Knight Captain Lacroix heard word and came knocking. Seeing that the group had handled themselves and knowing that his ranks are already stretched far too thin for another chaotic event, he deputized the party and requested that the party help clean up this mess and figure out what has happened and hopefully put a stop to it. Combined with the authoritarian manner of the Knight Captain and probably some inherent guilt over maybe being part of the problem that set it off in the first place, the party heads to the Black Span, where they met the original owner of the cart in search of answers. Checking in with Bezobel, the halfling, and learning nothing, they went to the next stall, a little tent with a sign reading out front, "The Biscuit Tin." There they met a seemingly scatterbrained kobold with a rambling demeanor and a penchant for talking to himself, named Biscuit. After a random talk of breakfast and lunch and dinner, who can remember, the kobold seemed to be in an argument with itself, grabbed its cookbook and tossed it behind like a bouquet. Grim Eyes, reacting before thinking, reached out and caught it. Suddenly, in his head, a voice tinged with a bit of madness. "You'll do." And that's where we pick up. So
I do want to point out, you almost had it right. I cast fear on it. I did not throw it when fear. Yeah.
It actually said cast fear on it. So I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I did cast the spell fear on it.
Yes. Okay, my bad. You're all getting what you paid for. All right.
Wait, you guys paid for this?
That's my point.
I'm sorry. That was me.
All right. So, Grim Eyes, the last thing you've heard is, "You'll do." Inside your head, you hear what starts out as the voice almost sounds like it's smirking. And it goes, "You know, I like you. You're an odd duck. I am going to have to ask you to give back the book. But first, I have an offer. I can help you with the mission that you're currently on. In fact, I know everything. I'm not going to tell you, mind you. But I can give you the power to move forward without dying. What say you?"
You know what? Sure. Why not?
That's all I needed. Actually, it's not. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, everyone around him that actually has magic of their own, whether it be Artificer or anything like that. Anybody that's non-magical, you're not going to feel this. Just nothing. So it looks like, Rosina, unfortunately, I think you're the only one that doesn't have some sort of arcane energy about you. So
Still fishing the eggshells out of the eggs right now.
yeah, just super concerned about this breakfast that is being made. Everyone else senses a sudden burst of. It feels like pressure. Um, if it weren't a still night, you would swear that there is a breeze directly coming from Grim Eyes. You see, for a split moment, I'd say second because that would make more sense, but a split moment, his eyes light up with fire, and there's an aura about him that blasts out. It doesn't seem to affect anybody except for the few people that are in the stalls. Kind of look around and go, "What the? Oh, another one." And you feel this pure power push against you, and it's not invasive. It's more like it's just right before you're about to give, and then it goes around you, and then it's gone. Grim Eyes, you're not only feeling more powerful, somehow you're not tired. You are no longer exhausted. And the voice goes, I see that your friends could use some help. So, they don't have to accept a pact. But I can offer them something for something in return. If you would be so kind as to hold out the book and ask if anybody wants to make a deal.
I'm tired of rolling really badly. Okay, let's see what this fucker wants.
Grim Eyes just kind of. Anybody want to make a deal?
Sure, hand it over. Let's see what
Heck no.
happens.
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I
No
live
way.
with a patron inside my head. I think I can handle a little craziness.
So just Icarus?
Yep, just
Okay.
me.
The moment you touch the book, he goes, huh, I know yours. Ah, we're working on something. Shh. Don't worry about it. But I don't want you. Someone else does. And let's say we owe each other enough that we're fine. But for a small favor that I'll call in later, I will take away your woes. I'll lift that little sadness blanket off of you. I'll make things just a little bit more bright and cheery.
That's not ominous at all.
And as this is happening, you hear like a, damn it! No, sorry.
Well, so you know him, don't you? Well, he tends to not consort with the bad sort, so you must be all right. Sure. What do
You hear a little smirk. I'm whatever I want to be. That usually works for
That's
some.
good.
So,
That's good. So am I.
we have a deal.
Sure.
There's
We have
a
deal.
for everyone but Rosina again. This time, Grim Eyes, you feel a slight, just sudden burst. Not nearly as grandiose as what just exploded out of you. Your eyes don't light up. It's just like a nice calm. Those that have magical capabilities see a kind of a dancing flame silhouette, and then it shrinks, and it goes inside and looks like it basically goes where Icarus's heart is, and you feel great. Best night of sleep you ever had, even though you didn't have it. And then the last thing you hear is, go ahead and give my little friend his book back, and I'll be in touch.
And I will politely tap Biscuit on the shoulder and offer the cookbook
Huh?
back.
Oh! Are you?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to ask. Okay. He takes the book back and he sets it on the thing. He's like, you should look at it, though. There's lots of recipes. Lots of them. And he just flips it open and he turns back around to like start throwing more eggs in the pot. Oh, that's right. I'm a store. No, the tent's a store. No.
Yes.
I have items. Does anybody want items?
What you got?
I have a cloak. And I got rocks. I got a hat. And he just starts pointing at random things that are laying around the tent. He's like, Huh? Oh. Hey, new guy. I got bouncy balls.
I'll take a bouncy ball.
Sweet. Oh, I'm not supposed to charge you. Here you go.
Yay, bouncy ball acquired.
I've got this pendant. It's fun. And he holds up this pendant that's in the shape of an hourglass. Now, out of these two, 3, and he puts the hat on. I'll tell you this. One of them's awesome. One of them's kind of awesome. And one of them is just, eh. And he just sets him down and he goes, and then he just blanks out. And he just stares at the items and he's just gone.
Oh, I've had enough of clocks, so not the hourglass. You know what? I've got enough magic items on me. I think I'm good for now.
He snaps out of it.
How much do?
Huh?
How much do you want for the cloak?
The cloak? Hang on. I'm asking. And he looks off.
That can't be good.
Fine.
Biscuit is asking the other biscuit, in fact.
Yeah, you, 2 favors, and I owe you a favor. I don't know what that means. So I guess I give you a favor and you give me 2 favors, and we don't call the whole thing off.
Sure, why not?
Okay. And he hands you the cloak. And he's like, okay, I gotta write this down so I can say that I did it. Cloak. 1 plus 2. I get 2. And... okay. I have it in my ledger. So, how can I help? Wait. Can I help? No, I probably can't. Bouncy balls?
So there was a person with a cart. Was here yesterday. We bought the cart. Things have gone a little bit south, and we're trying to find the original owner.
Well, I was off yesterday, which means my shop was here. Oh no. No, I don't know who you're talking about. I think you might be referring to Greg.
The cart of needful things?
Nope.
I believe it's wantful things.
Wantful things. Sorry. I never get that right. I even have the sign next to me, and I never get that right.
It's written down right there.
Hold on. Who owns the cart? Oh, I found the owner. He's right there.
I own the card now. Yes.
Well, you found him. He's right there.
The person we bought it from.
Oh.
Who was the one that I acquired the card from?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
Have you seen
Right.
this card before, though? Correct?
No.
Hmm.
Hey,
Fair enough.
thank you for your help. We're gonna try that one over there, and just points to a random tent.
So you point over and as you're not looking, you turn around and look at where you're pointing. You've pointed to the necromantic encounter. He's like, careful. That one's shifty and weird.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's
Well.
not ominous coming from you.
Okay, bye.
We won't-
And he just turns around.
Bye.
Oh, wait.
Huh?
Weren't we getting food? No, no
Oh.
food? I thought we
He,
were getting
he
food.
literally reaches in the bucket with a bowl and he just hands it to you. Here you go.
I'll take it.
Breakfast.
He
I'll
threw
take it. I'll eat it.
he threw eggshells back in the eggs again after I took them all out.
You made the recipe wrong.
I'm
can't
formerly
help
a goblin. You think that stops me?
I'm gonna put on my cloak that I just bought.
you. Okay.
All right. So I pointed at necromantic encounters, didn't I?
Yes.
And then, so there was necromantic encounters. We already went to Bobo's Bobbles, Rockles, I don't know. Then there wasn't there something about dreams or something? I don't know.
There was the other shop that you all had seen was a place called Psionic Wares.
Anyone want to vote, or should we just go to all the shops and hope for the best?
None of these shops sound enticing. None of them. Can't
we
we
doing
find an
here?
emporium of
City.
pillows or the shop of nice drinks? A bar?
That's
Perhaps.
just a bar.
Yes.
Oh, please, a nice pillow here. You'd have to make a pact just to get a nice pillow here.
Well, I actually am intrigued by the necromantic place.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there.
All right.
Okay, I go with you.
As you walk up to the this tent, you see that the tables inside of it are covered with various books, operating tools, and necromancia. The sickly smell of rotting flesh is veiled by sweet burning incense and the shopkeeper's perfume. As you look at the shopkeeper, you see a 30-something-year-old halfling woman. She looks around and goes, "Hello. Welcome."
Whoa. I'm Icarus. May I know your name?
My name is Shanti. And how can I help you?
Well, we were hoping that you could provide some information. The shopkeeper of Wantful Things, you may have seen him with his cart on this bridge. He seems to have caused a major incident, and we're trying to fix things so things don't go more to hell than they already are.
Perhaps I can offer you something that might be of assistance. What's happened? You see, I deal with the dead. What can you? I'd be more than if I'm not sure how the dead can offer services in here. So everyone, even though you're tired, there's something off about this woman. She's got this big grin on her face, like almost like Joker-esque, where it's just too wide, very Cheshire cat. And as she's talking, she's walking back slowly, kind of like a circling shark. There's a very predatory look on her face, like she's just real interested in just something, but you're not quite sure what it is. And that's when she's like, "What? How can I help? I deal with the dead. Do you have the dead?"
Well, depending on how things go, there might be a whole pile of dead for you to deal with. You see, their facial features have been erased, so we're not sure how long they're going to live. So, and well, if we catch up with the shopkeeper, well, let's just say I can offer you more than just a pound of flesh.
Oh, I see. Well, what's causing these? What'd you say they're
Some manner of worms
worms?
hatched out of totems in the rooms at the tavern we were at.
Ah, I might have something for you. You see, I just happen to be in possession of a journal of sorts that discusses all manner of necromantic parasites. Perhaps it's got something in it you need.
Parasites. Well, that certainly does fit the bill of what's happening.
That it did.
Now, I'm not gonna ask favors, but what I do request is trade with me a little life energy, if you would. Each one, just a drop of blood. That's all I ask. And then I'll give you the book.
Can I make, I don't know which check this would be, either Arcana or History, but I'm pretty sure I've heard of something requiring a drop of blood. Can I make
You
a
can
check to
roll
see if
Arcana. You can roll Arcana.
Cool. Wow. Oh, right, my bonus, 14.
Yes. So there's any number of things that can be used, blood can be used for. It's generally a ritual thing. You've heard of some people using their actual blood to cast magic, but this doesn't seem like that. It seems like, if anything, it's for some sort of ritual. Though you can't really think of a ritual that would require the blood of multiple people outside of something like crazy.
A drop of blood. Wow. You guys talk a little bit with this lady. Let's see if we can figure out her motives real quick.
Well, I don't give my blood just to anyone. What do you want with it?
It's just a transfer of life force. It helps me extend certain attributes. It won't affect you in any way. Well, temporarily. As in, right now.
Can I do an insight check on her?
Yes.
All right, so that is technically an 18 due to my ear for deceit feature.
Okay. She's not lying. She's being honest with you. Just it's vague.
Just being super fucking vague.
Yeah.
Pardon my language.
Meh. This show ain't for kids.
All right.
I don't like the
Your
feel
methods
of
are
this.
weird and I don't like it.
How about
Mine-
instead of blood,
But-
how about a favor for a favor?
She doesn't deal in favors.
Does it deal favors?
Oh,
wouldn't listen to
I
him.
deal in favors, just not for this.
Why so?
It seems I have something you want, and you have something I want.
Is this not a normal deal that you have with your other clients or customers that walk into your shop?
It
Or
depends
is
on
it
what
just
they want.
particularly interesting?
I'm willing to go for it.
I'm not. I
Just
don't
a
know
little
where this
drop.
blood is going to go, and I do
I'll-
not know
I'll-
this person.
I'll pay his then as well.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
sweetie, it's not going to work that way.
No.
1 drop per person, because you all benefit from the knowledge in the book.
What if I promise not to tell him anything?
Sweetheart,
I'm gonna
I know you.
Fair enough.
flip a fucking coin to decide. I can't decide. Shit. All right.
I unfortunately will not be partaking in such a deal. I don't know about the rest of you. This doesn't seem advantageous at all.
Well, one of us won't do it, none of us will do it, I suppose.
I seem
Well-
you've made your choice. Very well, no book for you. Anything else that I can pique your interest with? I have many scrolls. I have this this box of sorts. It's magic. It's
What
not really
manner
my
of-
taste.
What manner of box?
So the
is
box
this?
itself that she just points at, very like a flourish. It's a box that has a gold band on it, and on the where the clasp is a fork and a knife crossed on it what looks like a dinner plate. Grim Eyes, you hear in your head, tasty.
It seems that you say you do not need any favors. Perhaps you need one rendered. Is there anything which we could assist you with now?
Oh, sweetie, I've already given that one that I need now. Otherwise, I'd deal in favors.
I'm just gonna go to
So
psionics.
how much would the box be then?
Oh, the box? Make an offer. And I'll tell you if it's good enough.
Hmm. $290 gold. Oh,
290 gold, you say? How about this? 1/5. How about 190 gold and but 1 drop of your blood?
sure.
Okay. And
I'd
she
been willing to give my blood to start with, so that's fine.
So, you hand over the gold, and she holds out just a silver chalice, and she hands you a dagger, like a little dagger, just a drop. So it's gonna be 1 hit point worth,
Okay.
and you're in control, so it's not like she's shanking you and taking however much she wants.
That's fair. I will use the dagger and get my finger and just give her the drop of blood.
Okay. She takes it. Thank you. And she hands you the chest. It's about yay big. It's not huge, but it looks like it's big enough that you could put like a small picnic inside of it. Then she hands it to you, and she says, that may very well help you more than it helps me. And
Okay.
she's like, thank you. Unless there's anything else.
No, I don't think there is.
Okay.
No, thank you for your time and your offer. I'm sorry that we could not accept at this time.
Oh,
And I
it's
just
always
walk up.
available. It's always available. And you see her just taking like some regents and stuff off of the side, like a mantle, like a little shelf, and she's putting like root and some flower petals For those of you that have any alchemy knowledge, there's some nightshade that she's throwing in. And then she muddles it up, throws in just some water, shakes it around, and just drinks it. No ill effects.
Super creepy. I walk faster out of the tent.
As we walk out, I would like to use the Ring of Mind Shielding to telepathically speak to Grim Eyes or send him a message.
Okay.
Grim Eyes, are you opposed to sneaking back in there, not now, but maybe at some other dates or time later today, maybe soonish, and stealing the book that we might need?
I
can also
wouldn't
reply.
say no.
Splendid. We'll talk about it soon.
Okie All right, so there's a bunch of other random shops. The only other one that you haven't been to that seems like it's, not either just random wares is the psionic, whatever the hell I called that, the psionic wares.
Let's try that one. Let's see if we hit gold on this last try, because we need to find this man and I need to set him on fire.
All right.
I'd like to join you on that one.
So as you walk up, it's not so much a tent as it is just kind of a humble table covered with very costly looking items, very well crafted. All of them look like they could be enchanted, or they're just of very good quality. There's a green glow emitting from the table's surface that reflects against the merchant's white beard, who slowly adjusts the items and patiently waits for customers. What you see in front of you is a very old, very plain, androgynous dark elf with a white beard. And as they see you approach, they go, "Oh, hello, customers."
Good day. We were
Hello.
we were hoping that you might be able to help us a little bit. We are looking for the former owner of the Wantful Things cart that's been seen a lot on this bridge. Might you have a description, a direction he came from, anything that could help us find him?
I think I know who you refer to. Relatively new fellow. Just showed up a couple weeks ago, actually. I haven't seen him since I think yesterday, maybe the day before. Why?
Likely
Why are
yesterday.
you looking for this individual?
He turns out that all of his wares were traps that are killing people, essentially, over in Yongath, right?
Yeah, yonder's the side that you were in.
Over yonder.
Well,
and we've been tasked to clean up the mess and find them so that we can solve what's happening and hopefully stop it from spreading.
what exactly has happened?
It's difficult to explain, but essentially there are worm things. People have been calling them face huggers, they get into your body and erase all your facial features.
Is that the only...
Oh.
They change your facial structure?
Oh, no, not change. And Grim Eyes is going to use his Hexblood lineage to just make his face blank.
I was gonna say it's not changing. Oh, yep. It physically changes in a terrible way. Excruciating pain.
It looks like this, and it is terrifying. And
Several
I'm going to
people
drop
died.
it.
just the...
Cities in madness.
So
Chaos out here.
It-
I just want my
so it's-
gold back.
it's just changing is changing their physical structure and they're losing
Yes.
features. That reminds me of a creature. What is it? What is it? What is it? It's oh. Oh, yes. I remember. It's the unformed one. It's a creepy bastard. So
Sounds
apparently
creepy.
it's a very wrathful creature of impossible dimensions. Uh People that have seen it usually either don't come back, or those that they do are terrified and choose not to speak of it openly. The last time it was spotted, it looked vaguely humanoid, but there were parts changing. Um, this creature is known for its psychic powers, and it usually has these broods that it creates to gain followers. Um, Although normally never to this extent. They're usually a few at a time. From what you're describing, it's chaos.
This-
The face
We had
changing
a-
is new.
we had a cart full of objects, and we think possibly a third of the objects were in fact these eggs that they hatch from.
Oh, so just a reminder. When you guys went out to the cart, it's empty, and all around it was just shattered totems.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm sorry. All of the items.
I just gave out free flyers to a cult. Oh boy.
That seems problematic.
Yes.
So, I mean, I don't know much about it, but this seems like a change and a slight evolution of what it normally did. But it does sound like this creature. Although every time it's been seen, it looks a bit different. So, changing here and
So-
there and gaining new abilities, I don't know.
Hmm.
But
Do you know
so-
where these sightings occurred?
oh, it's legend, it's lore all over the world. People have reported it deep underground. Others have seen it in the mountains. I think the only way that its place is really stayed away from is like lava. But most living sentient beings stay away from lava. But it's been spotted in forests and caves and castles. Decrepit, just old broken down things, ruins of all types. It's always been driven out by some group of heroic people or another. But this is new. Normally it hits from the shadows and then disappears. But what you're describing seems like a new tactic.
Like the shopkeeper was using selective breeding to make a new evolution, like a new weapon almost.
Well, maybe.
this-
I mean, no, I don't know much about this fella that's been here for a couple days, but he doesn't fit the bill for the unformed one. But there's something off about him. I tend to
Is
stay
it
away from the guy.
possible he was being controlled and didn't know what he was selling?
It's possible, or maybe he's a devout follower.
Have you seen him? Do you know where he went?
You know where he parks his cart at nights when he's not
What?
selling things?
It normally is parked when he's selling things, and then when he's going away, he normally just disappears. Normally, I think he goes off that side of the bridge and he points at the side that you were headed towards, not from. So it's the Cathrock side.
Ah, Cathrock.
Well, that at least gives us a direction. So you sell psionics. It seems that these creatures also use psionics. Is there something you can use to? Is there something that we can buy from you that can track these creatures maybe to their source?
Oh, not without having a live specimen would I be able to help you track them, unfortunately. They're very selective. Psionic creatures generally very cunning. They typically hone in on one specific person and use that to their advantage, and to everyone else they look innocuous. So I don't know. I've not, to my knowledge, seen one.
Do you know any factions or people that may have more information in regards to tracking these creatures?
I would say if you can find one of the people that it's changed and follow it, you might find where it heads. I assume it would be going back to the layer of that which controls it.
You would think that.
I need
Weren't all
everyone
the
to make a
ones that-
perception check.
Weren't all the ones that left the
We're still at
tavern?
level 1 exhaustion, right?
Yep, except for
Oh,
two.
you
of
guys are. I'm not.
Joy.
Wow.
I'm not even exhausted. I'm just.
Oh, I'm exhausted of this crap.
Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm thinking about it. I'm a rogue. Wouldn't I? I'm just confusing myself at the moment. I'll look into that later. Perception?
Yeah.
All right.
9.
27.
Okay.
All right.
7?
Invars, did you roll at disadvantage? And you got
I was supposed to, but
it did.
I'll do it again just in case.
Okay.
Yeah. 11.
Okay. So, anyone that got over a 10, I'll be nice. You happen to see out of the corner of your eye, as you're talking to this gentleman elf, or lady elf, you don't know, this androgynous elf, off to your, so they're towards the north, off to the east, which is the Cathrock side. Something catches your eye, and as you look over, you see a very familiar face. It is a very rotund man, the previous owner of the cart. He does not seem to see you yet.
Okay. And can someone
I'm
shout it
going
out?
to hiss at the others and point as.
Gelzermo, your ring is actually up for everybody, right?
It only allows me to. No, it's just for me.
Okay, just making sure.
It protects me. Only I can activate it to talk to others, and they can talk back, but they can't.
No, I
At
was
least
just
I'll
asking
read.
if you had it up so that they could whisper chat.
Oh, no.
Okay.
About how far away is he from me?
You're about maybe 3/5 of the way across the bridge. You're farther from yonder than you are from Cathrock, and you see him on the edge of the Cathrock side. So you're probably about maybe half a football field away. So about 50 yards.
I'm trying to do the math in my head to see if I have the range to do this, and I hate converting from yards to regular feet. So I'm just going to assume I do not. It's like, what, 150 feet roughly?
Mm-hmm.
No. No. I was considering casting Misty Step to try to get nearer. But that's only 30 feet, and it's an entire stealth slot. Not worth it. Now, if it was to mention door,
So Grim Eyes is hissing in a certain direction?
I'm hissing to the party, and I'm pointing at him.
Okay.
As soon as Grim Eyes points it out, you see that there's this really rotund man just kind of standing at the edge. Looks like he's looking for something. He doesn't seem to spot you yet. So how are you going to approach this?
Can I cast invisibility?
If you have the spell.
I do.
Um,
I have 2 additional targets, apparently. Okay, so I can get myself and 2 other people. Who's really, really stealthy?
Hey, I got frozen red clocks 3 times.
There are 3 people that are not stealthy.
All right, so
And with the level of exhaustion at that.
And
The
there are
only
3
reason why I'm
people that are-
stealthy is because of my cloak.
cool. I'm going to go invisible on my own, and I'm going to try to stealth closer to him
Okay.
while he can't see me.
Okay, so you are going to make stealth checks at advantage. So since you see that Grim Eyes has cast a spell and disappeared before your eyes.
I kind of get what he's doing, so I'm gonna just keep talking to this storekeeper and just kind of keep our cover going.
First one is a 27.
Yep.
Okay.
Good for you. Good God. Okay.
Thank you so much for your help. Tell me, what items do you have? I should at least try to buy something from you for all the help you've given.
Well, you see, today I don't have the magic stock in. That's coming tomorrow. But I do have some very fine items. There's the finest inks and quills that you can find from underground, if you know what I mean. There's an array of just beautiful jewelry. There's he turns around and goes right here, and he's like, this one right here is ooh, wait, actually I might have one. And he roots around in a box, and he's like, I have one, but it's pricey, very pricey. These are very hard to come by, you see. Your friend there has one. And you see that there's very striking similarities between the ring that Gelzermo is wearing and the ring that this fellow is holding. And they look at you and go, it's a ring of mind shielding. It protects your mind from people being intrusive, friend or foe, unless you choose. But as I said, it's very rare. Grim Eyes, go ahead and make another stealth check. You're gonna need to make, and I don't think I'm gonna have a fucking chance with this, but you need to make 3 more successful ones.
All right. What is it, 24?
Shit. All right. Go ahead and make another one.
Another 24. Or no, 23, I'm sorry.
See if I roll. Nope. Yeah, the one time I need you to do something good. All right. One more. You're about 20 feet away now.
25.
I don't even know why I'm rolling. All right, so we're going to get to you in a second.
Yeah.
So we're back at the table. This elf is... This very rare magic item is going to cost 5 favors and 2,000 gold.
Well, unfortunately, I can't do that. But I am actually interested in some jewelry. I have a certain someone to make amends to because I got tipped over. Anyway, that's not the context isn't important. I actually, do you have anything in like a forest green or something? Some just like a ring, an amulet, something like that.
Reaches under the table and pulls out what looks to be a box. It's just about that big. It's like a jewelry tray, and sets it over the red stones that were there. And there's varying shades of green, very beautiful, all different types. There's anything from turquoise all the way to like a deep like sea green and forest green, all of it, like in every shade between, in varying sizes and cuts.
I'm not going to make you describe every single one. I'm just going to pick a green ring and then I'll find a picture later.
That is the best color.
Yeah, here we go. This one will run you 500 gold.
Let me check my.
Of course, if you don't have the gold, I'll take a favor as well.
Oh, I actually do have the gold. Yes, I'll take it for. Here's 500 gold. And thank you so much for your help today.
Thank you.
You've
And as
saved us a lot of time.
the elf takes the gold, it puts it in its hand, waves it, and the gold disappears.
Neat trick. How about that?
So
I
no
don't know how
interest
to
in the
change.
ring. It's very powerful. I need to put it back in its case if no one wants it.
I
Not
wish I
today.
could.
Okay.
I wish I could, but maybe later. Another day.
And the dark elf goes and pulls out a small box and puts it inside, closes it, and then literally like magic trick, crushes the box between its hand and disappears.
They come back to him and just to learn that trick. I want that trick anyway. That's a later thing. I'm getting distracted.
Any other jewelry or designs that you might want? Or I can talk to you about how to read minds.
No, this will be sufficient for now.
Okay.
Should help keep me from being blown up, but
Okay. So you're all having your conversation. By this time, Grim Eyes has reached the very rotund man. He seems a little bit bigger than last time. A little bit bigger than you remember, like grotesquely bigger. And you are, you're right there. You've managed to sneak around, still looking around the bridge. Then it doesn't really, doesn't see that anyone's noticed him or anything like that. So he's just looking around and he starts wandering off to the edge of the bridge and is kind of looking at like some of the random wares and stuff like that. So you're right there. What do you do?
I would like to, and I want to make sure I'm. Unless I attack or cast a spell, would that include me making my eerie token?
Is that an ability, or does it say that it counts
It
as
is
a
a racial. It's a racial ability.
Okay, then I would say that if it's a racial ability, so what's the effect itself? Does it cast anything like a normal spell?
Not immediately. It's only after the fact.
You're basically removing one of your teeth, right?
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna have that break your.
It could also be a nail or my hair, but
Okay.
I think tooth is a little bit better.
Okay. Yep. I'll go ahead and say that doesn't break.
All right. I will pull out one of my teeth, and I want to try to reverse pickpocket it into his pocket.
Oh, you're gonna put pocket. You're gonna be a put pocket. All right.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
I think I know what
15.
he's doing. It's gonna be glorious.
Does not seem to notice.
All right. At that, I'm just going to immediately start to wander off. I'm going to let invisibility drop, and if he freaks out, he freaks out.
Very nice. Very evil.
Which direction are you heading? Back towards the party, or
Back towards the party.
Okay. How far away do you get before?
I'll go about maybe 30 feet.
Okay. Let's see if. Yep, he noticed that. The minute he sees you, since he doesn't see that you're looking at him, you did kind of pop out of nowhere, so it's a little weird. You notice that he, looks a little bit startled, and then starts backing up, and then starts, hurriedly walking away towards just this warehouse.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
I will continue and return to the party.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and activate my ring and let everyone know, and then message Grimeyes. Where did you go? Did you find anything?
Well, I saw the guy.
Where?
I put a tooth in his pocket. And
Did that do anything?
Grim Eyes is going to use his remote viewing ability.
Okay.
And as long as I'm within 10 miles of the tooth, I can see around it as if scrying on it.
And scrying is divination, right? That's a divination spell.
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. It's basically scrying, but it doesn't.
It doesn't state
It
as much.
doesn't explicitly state that it's a spell.
Okay. All right. you start to sense the area. You see that it's this guy's walked into a building. You see that around. How far out from this guy do you see?
It does not say.
Okay,
I
so-
think it's you are blinded in definite regards to your own surroundings. You are using your senses at the token's location.
So it's however far you can see from the token's location.
Yeah, and I've got 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay. So considering the fact that there's really broken rules there, I'm going to make a DM call and state that since you threw it in a pocket, cut those in half.
Yeah, that's completely fine. It's hex bloods, man.
It's
we're
so
wacky.
broken. So
We're wacky.
you see 30 feet around. You see that there's a conglomeration of just these faceless beings piling in from another direction into this building, and he literally walks up to this box and pulls out a chair and just sits down, and not doing anything, just sitting.
Okay. After about 10 seconds, if he just continues not doing anything, I'm just going to drop the trance, which does destroy the token.
Okay.
So I can't do it again. But he's kind of just chilling there inside of what looked like a warehouse.
All right, let's go have a talk with him. And yeah. So
Talk.
We get to smash more worms.
I think perhaps we should fight him.
Yeah.
well,
Yes.
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 I'm gonna guess that this faceless thing isn't reversible. So yeah, let's go find him. Okay, we're just gonna start walking towards this warehouse, and like we're not looking in the shops anymore because we've seen all of them.
Okay.
Yep.
Jeff, does
more
the
behind
cloak I
anything.
bought do anything?
No, it's not currently doing anything.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm regretting not getting the hourglass.
Billowing out behind you is lovely.
It
really
is
Color
very,
adds
it's a
to
very,
your
it's a very
overall
pretty
feeling.
cloak. Let me actually find the thing on it.
It's sequined.
Isn't that an
It's
actual
gorgeous.
item, the Cloak of Billowing?
Quit.
Cloak of Billowing is awesome. Yes.
Ah, here it is. It's a cloak of deep purples, varying shades. There's a very
There's
dark,
smoke on the water.
yeah, kind of like a smoky purple. On the inside's a little bit grayer, but on the back it's just a very rich, like the kind of stuff that royalty would wear.
I dig it.
It's pretty.
Worth 2 favors.
All right.
All right, and you are all heading towards the warehouse.
Yep.
Okie dokie. I need you all to make a perception check as you come up to the warehouse. Some of you at disadvantage, of course.
15. Actually
Hooray.
decent for once.
Big time.
Jalzero. Oh, Rosie, no.
Yeah, that one.
19. Oof.
Again.
Oof.
I got a 1.
Yay!
2 ones.
I mean, it's a
Wait.
5, but it's a 1.
They got a rock.
Okay, so Grim Eyes, you, Icarus, and Gelzermo, actually, you all see that the rotund man is literally sitting like straight in the doorway, just back to you. Looks like he's staring at something on a box in front of him. Not moving, just head down. Grim Eyes, you see something's off about him. You can't quite place what it is, but there's an eerie stillness to this man. And it's like that slump of someone who is a little bit more than passed out.
Oh boy. Can I throw my dagger at him?
Yeah, you can throw your dagger at him. You're about 40 feet away. You're about 10 feet away from the front door.
Okay. So that would be at, I think, disadvantage. Yeah, disadvantage. $14.
You have disadvantage to hit?
Because it's outside of my 20-foot minimum
Gotcha.
range.
You hit. It literally sinks in. No movement.
Guys, I think he's dead.
And the
I was
body
really
slumps
worried
forward.
he was good.
But
Well, that was easy.
we did
I
it.
was really worried it was going to pop like a balloon and just spill out a bunch of these little.
Oh,
worms.
that usually
You know,
takes a few
it still
days for
might-
the corpse to bloat
it
that way.
still might
It's
do
not
that.
instant.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
So, DM, you said that this merchant's body is far more bloated than previously because he was a rotund man, but he's now even
Yeah,
more
he's
rotund.
even more bloated. Yeah,
Yeah, he
when
got
you saw
bigger,
him.
guys.
But can we see like it stretching past the threshold of the elasticity of its
Make
skin?
another make an investigation check because you're looking for something specific.
I'm good at
I'm
that.
so good at those. Oh, it's a disadvantage though.
Actually, do I? Oh no.
15.
If he's dead, he technically would be quote unquote incapacitated. I can't use my insightful fighting to get a better chance of investigating.
It's okay. I'll give you a flash of genius for a plus.
That's fine. That's an 18.
Okay, so since you're both looking a little bit harder, he's not rotund anymore. It seems that now that you're looking a little bit closer and you're actually looking for something specific, his stomach's gone. I mean, you can't, like, normally you'd be able to see from the side, like, you know, the belly gets big and then goes around, but it looks like it shrunk. So something's off, and then you see as you look at the floor, there's what you would assume would be organs, but it's just
he already
slime and
exploded.
goo on the ground.
Oh.
And you see slithering paths away in random directions.
I'm going to telepathically tell the party we should not tread inside that place.
Should we just set it on fire?
Oh, I can do that. I can actually explore safely because wow. Well, I remember what that guy said, that they're not going to touch lava or fire or anything like that. I can turn myself into a fire elemental for a little while. So should I just do that, set myself on fire, and walk in there?
I mean, you can.
You can. You
Or we
definitely can. But him being dead doesn't help us, though.
Grimeyes, you
We
get a
need to-
voice in your head as everyone's discussing.
All right, we can't burn it, guys.
Well,
Why not?
Why not?
Because he said so.
Icarus, about the same
Um,
time he says that, a very familiar voice pops into your head. We've come to an understanding. So, he wants you. I'm willing to give you up. But you owe me. Now, there is a vile creature who, if left unchecked, will cause more harm than good, despite me having a love of chaos. You do a favor for that one, and that one's patron. You give me the ring, which I'll collect later, and I'll give you to your beloved.
Very well. I accept.
Are you sure?
I've been trying to see my beloved for a long, long time now.
Very well. Good luck. You're going to want to go left, but you should probably go right. Right is not safe. Neither's left. Left is where you need to go. Right is where he wants you to go. And I'm not talking about your beloved. Shut up. You hear in the background.
Very well. A lesser of two evils, is it? Can I at least direct my party to the left?
Sure. And then silence.
You okay there, Icarus?
One moment.
Grim Eyes. Hey!
Yep.
I've got a deal. You owe me. Mostly because I said so. Anyway, there's a hidden room. I'm not going to help you find it. Good luck. Second part. And you literally, like, you hear, like, what you would assume the thinking gears of some cosmic being is just, Oh, yeah. There's two directions when you get down there. You're supposed to go left. I want you to go right. There's an ingredient I need you to pick up. And it's gross. So be ready.
Okay.
All right.
And then silence. Then there's a laugh, and then there's silence again.
Okay.
So, as I was saying, we should maybe investigate inside this place, figure out why the merchant's dead, and what its intent was. Maybe there's clues.
I interrupt.
Yeah.
I interrupt. We're gonna want to go right. I've made a deal with the devil, or one of the devils. Let's just say
We're not
going
sorry.
right. Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Right? I thought we were supposed to go left. I'm supposed to go right.
No, I'm also supposed to go right. Some sort of, I don't know.
Are we splitting up?
No.
Are we? Wait,
I mean,
why are we going?
We already
right?
did.
Wait, so we're
several
going.
times.
We're not going inside.
Oh, we're going inside. And
We're going
Grimeyes is
inside,
gonna
yeah.
start walking forward to get
Yeah,
his dagger
There's
back.
there's gonna be two hallways or something.
So you just walk in?
Yeah.
I'm walking up to the doorway first. I'm gonna look around first before
I'm
I
going
walk
to
Yeah,
need
I
in
mean,
you.
line
The
and walk
minute
in.
you reach that doorway, all of you need to roll initiative.
Fuck.
Uh,
Fuck.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh.
dun, 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 dun. Roll good initiative.
Does exhaustion do anything to initiative?
No.
I don't believe
I'm not
so.
gonna do that. You are all literally getting screwed enough already. That's fine.
Good
It
to
does
know.
not.
Good to know.
I may at some point in the future if you ever hit exhaustion again, but the likelihood of that is so minuscule in every game.
Oh,
It would be fun to keep you all on your toes for this entire adventure and make sure you can't escape.
No.
Jeff,
right.
I will
Made a
also
deal.
remind you, last time I did the know your enemy on the worms, I never got the stats for that.
Oh, yep, sorry, my bad. I'll go ahead and send them to you here real quick.
Thank you.
Legendary action.
Oh.
Gross.
So technically, initiative's an ability check, but it's not explicitly stated.
Don't
That
try
had to
to
be
be any more
eroded in
broken.
by Jeremy Crawford, so we'll just say no.
Ah, here we go. I'm sending it
He's
to
not
your
here.
Discord, so you have it now. There we go.
So we can't burn these things, huh?
Well, we can burn them, just not the building.
Oh, not the building. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
I need to use some
So
of these
now
magic
that
items.
that's up and I've lost my sticky notes. Okay, here we go. So let's see who rolled the highest. Grimeyes goes first.
Wait,
According
really?
to
I rolled a
that.
10.
Oh no, that's in. Never mind. I was looking at your investigation check. Okay, so Invar's is first on that list until I roll my initiative. Then we got Icarus. Then we got.
There's no way in hell I rolled less than
Oh
you.
nope, Rosina and then
Or
Icarus. My
more than you
bad.
guys.
Grimeyes, and then Gelzermo, because apparently it doesn't matter what kind of advantages he has, unless it's sneaking, he can't do it.
Oof.
Okay. All right. So as you walk in, Grimeyes, you're literally like do walking in, and suddenly a sword slashes down at you. It misses, but barely, followed by another one from the other side that does hit you. You feel the sting of a blade, and I'm drawing this out because, like most things, I didn't get my dice out before this. And you take.
Come on, keep the curtain up, DM. Come on.
No, drop it. Drop
can
the
I-
curtain. The
Can
man
I
behind the
see
curtain has
the
absolutely zero
attacker?
power. You take 5 slashing damage as this thing comes
Can
down
I
on
see
you.
the attacker?
And the moment it hits you, you hear in your head, "Watch out!"
Can I see him?
Yes, they're
I
literally
would like
right
to
at.
uncanny dodge.
Well, you can now. So there's one on
Yeah.
each side of the doorway,
Okay.
and they are faceless.
Okay. So, -5.
So everyone else is anywhere from 20 to 30 feet away from the doorway, because Grimeyes was the first one to just decide to go, "Meh, I'm going in." So, Invar's,
I
it is
was
your
right
turn.
after him.
Okay. So I'll say that you're
I was
20.
following
DM,
right
could you
behind him.
describe what I saw?
So
I
as
saw
as you
Grimeyes
see,
walk up and then.
yep, Grimeyes walks up to this very kind of like it's a kind of a decrepit building. It's got the same black stone as every other building in this place, but it looks like at one point it was a major shipping warehouse. It's fallen into a state of disrepair. It hasn't been used from the looks of it in quite a while. The fact that anybody using it other than squatters is weird. But as you see Grimeyes throw the dagger and you're having your conversation about, oh, let's burn it down. Oh, never mind, we're not going to do that. Grimeyes is deciding, yep, I'm going to go ahead and do this, walks in the door, and you see him literally dodge halfway out of the way as one blade comes down from the right, and then right into another blade on the left. And all you see is cloaked arms from the angle that you're at. They literally was like,
Okay, but I do indeed see arms.
Yes,
so the
you see
weapons are
arms.
not floating.
the weapons are not floating. There's a
They're being
person or
wielded
something
somehow.
connected to them.
Is it just that it's very dark up ahead? Is it that they are somehow obscured
They are literally on either side of the door, so they're blocked by the building.
on the inside?
Yeah, they're on the inside.
Got it. Well, that is interesting. I will, you said 20 to 30 feet away. I will move 30 feet forward into the doorway
Okay. And you
and
look.
see what happens.
Yep. They've already attacked. So you walk in and you see on either side there's a guy standing right next to the doorway here and a guy standing right next to the doorway here, and they look like the creatures that ran out of the inn. No faces, just obscured, mannequin-esque, with a cloak pulled over their head, and very nondescript.
Well, I'm
hands,
going to
too.
test this out. I've got an attack action left. Let's use my spear and stab at them. It is
Okay.
a 21 to hit.
And you hit with a 21. How much? Roll your damage.
Let's see.
Ooh, did you roll at disadvantage?
Exhaustion 1 doesn't do disadvantage for attack rolls.
Disadvantage for attack rolls and ability checks. We had that discussion
it
last
attack
game.
rolls?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can re-roll.
Cool. You'll probably
Oh,
still
that's a
hit.
1. It
Oh,
misses.
well, because
Nope.
attack rolls is
Well,
pretty,
yeah.
I
So, here's the fun thing. You manage to hit him, but as you stick, your hand slips off. So you stab him, you'll do damage, but your spear is sticking out of this guy, and you've lost control of it.
Okay.
So roll your damage, normal damage, but you are down a spear until you can manage to get that out of him.
It was 11 points of damage.
Yep.
Magic.
Well done. 11 damage. You see that you hear it in your head. You hear, actually all of you hear in your heads, a shriek. This thing doesn't have a face, and it's not coming from it. It's coming from inside your heads. It screams, and this thing looks like it's pretty bloodied. Like that one hit beat it up pretty bad. And,
all right. Well, that's my movement. I won't do any bonus actions. All done.
Okay. Rosina, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna join Invar's in the doorway. Just kind of step in. How much movement do I have? 30 feet. So can I get there? Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get right there. However, if you stop in the doorway, it'll make it difficult for anyone else to get through. The only person that made it into the doorway and past it was Grim Eyes, as he wandered in like a lunatic.
For the record, I do allow allies to just waltz through my spot.
Rosina, you are 20 feet away, so you can make it farther into the building.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to get in and take an attack on the one that Invar's has bloodied.
Okay, so you're going to be going to the right. However, you will be leaving, because walking through two people and they're in the middle, there's an attack of opportunity against you if you choose to walk out of the other one's attack space to go around to make room for someone else to get through.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. No, you won't. You literally just dodge gracefully out of the way, and you're like, this is why I'm a mercenary. And just waltz right on around. So go ahead and make your attack against this faceless monstrosity.
At disadvantage, yeah.
Yes.
15 to hit.
You hit.
All right. 11 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
I want to lop that faceless head right off with my axe.
There you go. You just swing your axe, and it literally like butter, just right through in the head. And all you see, and as it flies off, you notice that the inside is not really human jelly anymore. It's gooey jelly. And the body collapses to the floor, dead.
So I have 3 attacks per action. Can I work on the other one?
Right, you're a straight fighter.
You have 5 feet of movement. You can go right. You can move 5 more feet to get into the attack range of the other one. So go right ahead.
All right. That's a 17 to hit.
Yep.
13 damage.
Jesus Christ. All of you hear that in your heads again. That was the best I can do, because I can't scream like I imagine them.
And I'll attack again.
Yep. Looking pretty messed up. Sad little faceless guy.
See, in
21
my
to
head,
No, somehow it slipped time and space and you went right through it. It's fine. No, you hit.
in my head, I'm imagining the pain screams is just the cleric beast from.
Congratulations, you are the murderer of this team. How do you kill?
I
The
think the
second
second one, I want to go straight down from the top.
Ah, some Conan the Barbarian stuff. Just
Yep.
and jelly flip to both sides.
Worm jelly.
Yes.
Don't say that again.
You actually, as you cut down, You see the worm has grown in size in this creature, and it's literally split in two. And just like the last one, it was so quick that the second scream did not come out. It was just an immediate, how do you do? Toodles.
Well,
And there you go. You're out of combat. That was well done. I don't even know why I kept those guys in.
Nice.
All right, so
I'm taking my knife.
I'm just gonna slowly take off my hand off of my fire and be like, well, damn it.
sorry.
okay.
I'm gonna
No,
put my
no, you
dagger
go right ahead.
back on my hip.
All right.
I am, retrieving my dagger from the dead merchant and putting it back on my hip where it belongs.
Okay. So
Wipe
you
it
are
off
now
first.
in a very large warehouse. You see boxes all around, most of them in a state of disrepair. The only one that looked like it was in any decent shape is actually the one that was being used by. Now that you're up next to him, the guy with no stomach, the stomach exploded outwards.
Ugh.
And obviously the goo trails going in all directions. They don't seem to be in any clear path, although a group of them looks like they went off towards one side of the warehouse.
Can I inspect the box?
Yeah.
I would like to do that.
Josema would like to follow a path that looks like most of the worms went
Okay.
down it.
Go ahead and roll survival for me to see if you can actually
Great.
keep it. You're tired, man. It's sleepy
I don't even
time.
know why I asked for these checks.
I have a 21 on investigation if required on the
Okay.
box.
That is a surprisingly nice box. It's real nice. There's nothing in it. It's not hiding anything. The back of it's open. You found some nails. Just a couple of them. One of them's rusty, the other one's bent.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
And
take
he
7.
was he just like holding it, or when his stomach exploded, or what happened?
Like basically, when you look at him, you see that he'd put his hands on the box, and you're not sure if it was because you threw the dagger and it pushed him forward, but the hands are resting on the edge of the box, not as in holding it, but more along the lines of resting nicely on top. Like a flat-handed thing, not a side grab. And then obviously the explosion of guts, but no internal organs, strangely enough. There's none when you look at the body. They've all been goned.
Wormed.
Yeah. What did you say, Jill Zermo?
That's a big 7.
Well done. Yours is not popping up in the thing. Is it rolling on Roll20?
Oh, I'm rolling on DD Beyond, that's why.
Okay, because I was looking at D&D Beyond. It's not showing it.
It's showing
Oh,
it
it
for
showed
me.
it for me.
What in the
I
hell?
saw it when you rolled 7.
Am I looking at something else? All right, hang on. Let me refresh my page. Apparently, I'm breaking everything. Okay, there it is. Thanks, D&D Beyond.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, so you follow it, and then you seem to lose track of it. You end up in a different corner. You're like, there's some wormy sludge over here. It doesn't go to anywhere.
Tired.
It doesn't. It just seems to go to a corner, and then there's like a crack in the wall, and it goes out. And then as you look around, like there's a doorway over there. It just leads outside.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Anybody else doing anything? You all
Oh, I
can
mean,
make
I'm walking
investigation checks if you want, just to look around.
I am
Mhm.
going to, at this point, tell everybody that I got told there's a secret room in here somewhere, but
And
I'm
I
not
was-
told specifics at all. And so I'm going to start hunting for that damn thing.
And I was told to go right instead of left, and it was also super vague, but I don't want to get screwed over by a pact again, so I gotta do it.
All right.
Everything.
So
12 on my investigation, so probably not finding it.
Invar's ends up in just a random corner, just looking at some hay, maybe some dirt and debris. Somehow, the rest of you, kind of come across these boxes that are stacked in a very strange way, and you feel a breeze. You hear like one of those like howling sounds, like when air is going through a cave. And you look behind them, and there's an open trap door,
This
and it
isn't
leads
ominous at
directly
all.
down. Little ladder in there and everything.
What other pages would they like to steal from the supervillain handbook?
I will say that Rosina found it first. So, do you alert everyone to it? If so, how do you do it?
I'm actually going to go down it. I'm just going to say, hey, I'm going down here and go down.
I'm out.
Going down where? What?
Where
the fuck?
where are you?
Over
What do
here.
you mean
Go.
down where? Oh, there's a trap door here.
Yeah, we got to look it. Check it out.
Oh.
You know, I should be concerned, but considering she just divided two worm mannequins in half,
She can handle it.
she can do what she wants.
She can
Sleep
handle it.
deprivation's
It's fine.
kicking in. I don't care anymore.
And Grim Eyes, I'm assuming Grim Eyes doesn't find anything useful up looking around with his shitty 12.
You don't find anything. It looks like this place is just barren. Like the only thing you've seen is like maybe some like discarded rags from people that at one point were squatting here, but it doesn't look like squatters have been here in a while. Something about the air of the place is off-putting.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I'll be following Rosina.
Okay.
Following Rosina.
All right. So
When
you
in
go
doubt,
down there.
Follow the fighter.
As you're walking down there, you crawl down this ladder. It's one person at a time. It's about 20 feet down, so it's a little bit of a downward thing. You all fit nice and easy. It's pretty big. It's enough for honestly like 5 of me to get down. It's a pretty large trap door, so it kind of weird that you didn't find it before now. But you get down and you see that it opens up into what looks like a freshly dug cavern. It doesn't look like this was here originally. It doesn't look natural. It looks like it's been dug out with tools. And as you look around this tunnel, you see that there's some pickaxes and other various gadgets of some sort that don't seem like they belong in a tunnel, but I mean, who knows what kind of weird shit warlocks in this city do.
All right. And the tunnel goes both directions?
No, it only goes forward. So here's your ladder,
Oh.
and it goes this way. And it's about
Okay.
it's big enough for about 2 of you to travel side by side.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna walk
will
next to
proceed
Rosina.
forward.
Okay. You move forward. Everybody make a perception check.
Oh joy! At least I'm not exhausted anymore. Perception.
I keep
By
getting
the way-
teased with natural 20s and then it rolls to something else.
Oh
18.
my. Oh my goodness! Everybody except Rosina. Sorry. So
And me.
the rest of you, all but Rosina, you all hear footsteps, and as you're walking down, you see that there's a large group of these faceless folks, just walking from the left side over to the right side. So you see that it looks like it breaks off into a T intersection. So they're coming from the left over here, which may not make sense depending on what your screen looks like, and then goes over to the right. Or this way. Whichever one works for the viewer.
So,
And
Right
They-
is that direction.
literally-
on ours, I think.
they're walking, and they're about 20 feet in front of you.
I'm gonna follow them.
I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna be like, "This is what they meant. Why we don't
Gotta
want to
go right.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my patron. I have to go right.
I made a new deal.
We're supposed to
with
go
another
left.
patron.
I have to go right.
I made
I
a new
heard
deal with-
adventurers go left, though.
Nope. I gotta go right.
Okay.
We should stick together because we're following a group of people, and I just made a deal so I could see my husband. So I'd like to live to see my husband.
Yeah.
I'm a kobold. I don't want to die, which I can easily die right now.
Neither
Put my hood-
direction is
Put
probably
my hood
safe.
up.
If
To be
you're
real,
worried,
neither direction is probably safe.
if you're worried, I'll take the front. I mean,
As
Rosina can't
will,
have all the glory.
As will Grim Eyes.
So, as you're having this discussion, you and now that it's been pointed out to you, Rosina, you're listening now, and you hear as you saw them walking by, they were carrying bodies, and then you hear them walk into this other, what sounds like a cavern of some sort. Like it's a little bit distant, and you hear thuds, and then you hear more footsteps, and they're getting closer. And they walk through the tea, and then they literally just start walking towards you. No weapons, they're just walking.
Okay, so
I'm gonna try to be stealthy and like just slip around past them.
Okay.
But I'm gonna keep on walking forward.
Okay. So as you walk forward, you meet up next to them, and they literally pay you no mind. They just keep walking.
I also walk by them. I can also roll deception to make it look like I belong here.
I think we're good, guys.
Go ahead, Rosina.
How many of them are there?
There's about, as you see, it's starting to be a trail now. So there was 15 that went in, and now there's about 7 that are walking down this hallway, and they're walking past you. So each one that passes, they don't seem to pay any mind to you. They literally just move over to the side slightly so that they don't run into anybody, and they start heading towards the ladder.
They're heading back up?
Yeah.
I think we should stop them.
Well, if we attack them, they're probably going to alert everybody else. So hopefully we can find the source and, stop them. But I have to go, right? So
The shopkeeper that told us about this entity, what was it? The nameless one? Numbered one?
It was the psionic,
formless one.
Formless one.
Formless
The
one?
unformed one.
Unformed one.
Unformed. Yeah.
I think we just need to find this creature. It's probably controlling these people. So I don't think killing them is going to save them at this point. I think they're just gone.
Yeah.
Seems logical.
As sad as that sounds, but what
We
do I
need to
know?
find-
I'm a kobold.
We need to find the hive mind, basically.
What do I know? I'm a
So
kobold.
Okay. So they've all passed you. Oddly enough, like 2 or 3 of them crawl up the thing, and then you see 2 of them go out, and then 1 just pull the thing closed.
I hate
So the
this
rest
so
are
much.
just like
Yeah, they're just
at the
standing
bottom
there.
of
They
the ladder?
literally turn, and they just stand, like a creepy dude standing in the corner just watching the party. He doesn't belong there. Everybody knows it, but no one says anything.
Yeah, we
Wait,
should
that-
just keep going.
Yeah,
let's
let's
Yeah,
just
let's
walk
keep
forward.
going.
We'll see
Yeah,
what those guys
that's not
tell me
weird
when
at
I
all.
leave.
I want to try interacting with one of them.
Why would
Oh no! Why?
Okay.
I want to go up to one of them
Rosina, no,
and ask them,
what are you doing? They won't
where's the
teach-
unformed one? Take me to them.
Roll persuasion.
Do your best to not look like a bird.
It looks like it's working.
We're communicating.
Should have let me do
So
that.
I can add a superiority die to this if I want.
I will also give you
I
a flash
think
of
I will.
genius.
So
Are
it's
you,
a
are
9
you still rolling
and
at
I'm
disadvantage
gonna
though?
expend.
A
Yeah,
superiority die. Okay.
yeah.
Josemo, you gonna give her a flash of genius?
We'll give her a flash of genius, which adds a +4 to that roll.
Okay, so that's
18
9.
total.
Looks like.
Yeah.
6 plus 9 plus 4. I think that's 19.
19. Yep. You just hear
Use
in your
hand
head.
gestures. Use hand gestures.
No, do it again.
You hear in your head from the one that you're looking at. Left.
No.
Join.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, we have to go left.
You might have to. I have to go right.
I'm so conflicted. Do we go left or do we go right?
Okay, so let me kind of. My patron told me the way we're supposed to go is left. And I told you that. But I
Is this
gotta
one
go
of
right.
those archfey patrons that trick people?
No.
No.
I have to
patron.
collect an ingredient for him, and it's to the
Okay.
right.
And
I
I have to
do
fulfill a
this.
favor.
Or else
Exactly.
I gotta go to the right.
I'm going to the right.
Rosina,
you-
did
you
that
can handle
creature
yourself.
sound persuading enough to go left?
Okay, if you want me to roll persuasion, I will roll persuasion.
No, I have decided.
That didn't work anyway.
We're gonna
Not
go
even
right,
persuade
everybody.
I can't. I just sound super unenthusiastic. I can't even persuade myself. I just don't want to do this.
Meanwhile, I got a 19 on persuaded.
Zermo, why would they lie to us?
Well, if this unformed thing controls these things, logic would surmise that it could talk through them and lie to us. It seems like I don't know.
What did it specifically tell you?
Go there.
Well. Oh gosh, now I need to actually remember what he said.
It was left
Basically-
and join.
No,
but
I think he's asking
out
Rosina.
of character. Yeah,
Rosina.
in character, what did he actually tell you?
He said to go left
And join
was it.
us.
and join us. I'll leave that out.
Yeah.
said
Okay.
No, I don't want
What?
the left now. That sounds like if we go to the left, they're gonna try to fucking kill us again.
Rosina, it said join us. Okay, I've decided we're not going left.
No,
I'm
we're
not
going left. I'm going left.
Damn it, Rosina. Makes no sense.
I can take these.
That may
How
be
many of
I
them
don't
so.
don't
want
work?
to do this, but can I pick her up and just carry her?
Meanwhile,
mean-
this entire conversation, Grimeyes is slowly backing up.
Invars, you are the deciding
drift off
factor
to
here.
the, to the correct.
You're starting to go to the right, literally just
Yeah.
backing away and
Starting.
heading towards the right. Okay. Everyone else make a perception roll.
Oh,
Why?
I'm
So you
sorry,
can
I-
see whether or not you realize that
gotta-
one of your party members has just
I
dipped
gotta
out.
go.
did not notice.
Icarus did not care.
I
Invars,
mean, well,
I just
going
set
to
the
the
DC
right.
pretty low, so it's all right.
It's not like I'm hiding it. Like,
Yeah. So Icarus doesn't care.
I mean, I already
Rosina
know where
just
he's
barely
going.
didn't notice. Invars and Gelzermo, you both see Grimeyes literally just like watching you
Hey,
guys argue
hey,
and just tiptoe backwards
hey,
and then dart around the
Grimeyes.
corner.
You son of a bitch.
Let's go. What
Why
are we
would you
waiting
do the
for?
same thing to us?
He's taking off at a sprint. So what are you all doing?
I'm going right. Rosina, it's safer as a party, but sure, if you really want to go be face hugged into a blank mannequin, go ahead.
Invars, what is your decision? What's your input on this? Do we go left or right?
Let's go after him.
Okay.
I 100% expect that I'm running basically headlong into something really, really stupid.
Trust me, Rosina. There will be time for glorious combat soon.
Oh, very well.
All
Like,
right.
I'm thinking like a patch of violet shriekers or something.
But
I
why
couldn't even
couldn't we
see
do this first?
So
Just remember, everything can be killed, even the dead.
Grimeyes, you are about 90 feet in front of everybody else by this point. This is about a 120-foot hallway. They've all been bickering and trying to figure out which direction they're going to go as you were backing up slowly and then zipped around a corner. You enter a giant cavernous room headlong because you didn't say you were going to look first. So I'm holding you
No,
accountable
I did
for
not.
that.
Yeah, no, I
As you
absolutely read
run
ahead of
in,
this.
the rest of you see him run in, and you see in front of him what looks like a giant stack of bodies, like a pile of them, a huge pile. Grim Eyes, you run in. Make a perception check.
This is gonna go
24?
so fucking bad.
Fantastic. You
Right.
see from around the pile 2 strange, disgusting creatures. You look in front of you as you run into this room, and you see what can only be described as something devoid of a head or any features save for 4 short clawed legs. This creature's body looks like a large, glistening brain.
No, son of a
And
bitch,
that is where
why?
we'll pick up next time.
No! No! Why?
Good night,
I hate
everybody.
these things so fucking much.
Pray for us.